Shit, what's this podcast called?
Discourse of Human Events.
The discourse is just crazy.
Everything's okay, I'm just trying to act my age. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. I wanna look and feel years younger, baby.
1, 2, 3.
Kill
those again. All right. So a couple of topics I wrote down.
Alright.
Did you guys hear about the giraffe?
Professional and shit.
The giraffe that's giving birth.
I've seen it on Facebook.
Why the fuck is this such a big deal? First off,
Because they thought it was going to give birth like a month and a half ago, and people got all hype, and then it's literally been months.
but it's a giraffe giving birth.
I don't go on Facebook. There's a giraffe giving birth?
Yeah,
Like,
there was.
how's that different than probably last week? There are
Ex-
giraffes all
That's
over. giving
exactly.
This was at a zoo, and I think it's presented to you by Toys R Us.
birth.
Ah,
Oh, so that's how it's getting.
that
some
makes so
publicity.
much more sense
Nick,
now.
where have you been? Our country is falling apart. Our fucking government is a lie. Democracy is a sham. But there's a fucking giraffe giving birth. That's what we...
That's my
I
point.
got
Like,
my
how did this
priorities
become a
wrong. I was
thing?
worried
Yeah.
about the first things.
No. That shit's garbage compared to a tiny giraffe sliding out of a bigger giraffe. Alright?
Now it makes sense that Corey lets me know it's presented by Toys R Us. Now I know that there's some kind of faculty behind it presenting this to the public.
Oh,
I was
they
like,
wouldn't do
how
that
did
out
this
of the kindness of their
ever
hearts.
catch track? Yeah. How did
The
this catch
sad part is
traction?
It works, right?
Yeah,
Here we are
apparently.
talking about it.
Yeah.
It's
Like, they
been,
got to you.
it's
Yeah.
been all over Facebook and Reddit for the last fucking month and a half.
It's so fucking
What?
dumb.
I know, but it's such an obvious ad, and am I that good at avoiding Reddit shit now that I just filter out this bullshit?
I didn't find out by
I check
Reddit.
Reddit every day.
I never saw it on Reddit.
It left Reddit pretty quick.
Yeah, I
It
didn't
was
see it
only
on
a
there.
day,
Yeah.
But it's been all over Facebook. for
Reddit was at least smart enough to be like, who the fuck cares about a giraffe giving birth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is giraffe endangered?
No.
No.
That's the point.
But why
It's
do
so
you care?
fucking
The
dumb.
giraffe is the Toys R Us mascot, so that's why the Toys R Us thing mattered. It's
This
just
reminds me.
it's just
Oh,
a
go
fucking
ahead.
corporate shit.
Yeah, exactly.
This reminds me of the South Park episode where the ads, like, it got me, Sharon. Oh, I was tricked by another ad.
Leslie.
And here's the thing, I was fine. I had avoided this advertisement until you guys brought it on this podcast. I was fine. And it got me. It got me.
Leslie's a nerd.
But at least it got you in the sense that we're all saying that it's fucking stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what truly matters, that we think it's dumb. That needs
You
to
get
be
this
said.
cynic's reaction.
I'm
to the
glad we
ads.
got that recorded. Oh,
Good.
Yeah.
I needed to know our opinions.
We needed this validation, right?
Yes.
Harry actually kind of brought up our second topic that I actually have written down, where the mother of all bombs was dropped by Trump.
Hey, nice segue, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you not hear about this?
Yeah, I
They-
saw.
Yeah, they dropped a big ass bomb on
Yeah.
what, Syria?
I think Syria.
Well, ISIS territory
A
in Syria.
cave system.
I was just
Did he
saying,
do that?
how accurate
Now-
are we talking here?
Did he do that from the golf course, like from his phone, or how did he do
Probably.
But so we talked about this before. So him being on a golf course isn't him necessarily taking a full vacation. He's obviously still doing work while he's on a golf course.
that? Well,
Is
of
he?
course, yeah. No one like thinks that.
I think everybody does think that, though.
Well,
Judging
sure,
by how they
people
say
that don't
he's on
know.
vacation again.
But even if he is getting work done, it does not look good to go golfing 15 weekends. More golf trips than there have been weeks of you being president. That still doesn't look good. Even if you're getting business done, we don't want to see
more
that.
than weeks he's been president, then he was golfing as not president, and that's controversial?
No,
I just
but
don't care.
right. What I'm saying
I
is
don't
that
care
the
about
president
Obama doing
taking a bunch of golf things, it doesn't look good. Even if behind the scenes he's getting stuff done, it doesn't look good. Like,
But
you
he's
don't wanna
never
see
cared
the
about
president doing that.
how good he looks, though.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, we're talking about the pussy grabber president. You should be concerned about his image.
Hey,
What image
last-
is he sending? Wait a second.
last month
Are you listening to
was
this guy?
last month was Sexual Predator Awareness or whatever. Together we can grab sexual predators.
Is there a fucking month, week, and day for every single thing that in existence now? Like, there's a holiday
Yes.
for everything.
Yeah.
Care.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were giving out raisins
gotta-
at work a couple weeks ago because it
For
was
what?
Raisin Day or something.
You gotta sell
the
those
fuck?
ribbons and pins.
Did you
sometime.
guys know it's National Toenail Day today?
Cool.
What?
See? A lady at the hospital does a 365 days of calendar.
Uh-huh.
And the shit she finds, like every day has 40 things that it's the day of.
Really?
And she just goes in and arbitrarily picks which one we're celebrating that day. And I'm
That
like,
is awesome.
the only ones I ever care about is, oh, it's National Pancake Day. Awesome. I'm going to go get some waffles.
Yeah, when do I get
Okay.
free shit?
My own day.
That's the day that
It's
matters.
National We Have Too Many Days Day.
Actually, this is National Discourse of Human Events Month. Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
Good to know.
You didn't know that about
It's
April?
the millennia of the discourse of human events.
I like it.
Next
Nobody's
week,
used
it's
that.
Another thing.
I like that. It is the millennia as well. I was just also adding that it's the month. I thought everyone knew about the millennia.
Common knowledge among our
Duh.
listeners.
Fucking retards.
Four
Come
of
on.
them are here right now.
According to the internet, April 15th is National Take a Wild Guess Day, National Titanic Remembrance Day, National Rubber Eraser Day, National Glazed Spiral Ham Day, National Tax Day, National Auctioneers Day.
Jesus fucking Christ.
One of those things mattered. The tax
Hey,
day.
spiral ham matters.
Oh yeah, spiral ham. Fuck tax.
Yeah, spiral ham sounds awesome.
Corey, you're our expert. When is National Necrophilia Day?
Well, let me check my handy dandy calendar over here.
You mean your diary?
Oh, that's good shit. Well, when's the day, man?
I'm looking it up. Hang on.
To Corey, it's every day.
That's morning, noon, and night.
It's too important to just limit to one day.
Right, we gotta spread that awareness.
How dare we? Oh
You
my
got
God,
ribbons?
that's funny.
Is there a ribbon I can buy?
Yes, of course there's a ribbon.
Not sure that's one you wear proudly.
What color is the ribbon?
It's gotta be black.
It's a
Probably
light
green.
gray.
Like gangrene?
A light gray. A light gray with green text.
What color is embalming fluid?
I don't know.
So I searched National Necrophilia Awareness Day, and I got Children's Grief Awareness Day and National Hairball Awareness Day.
Hairball
Hairball
awareness.
So
Close enough.
choose one of those.
What's the hairball
And
day?
it's last Friday in April. So it's
Last
coming up.
Let's take that one. We're taking the last Friday in April.
Corey,
Yo.
let me know if you start seeing targeted advertisements towards you for shovels and lube. I'm just curious.
I would have to turn off all my ad blockers. And I'm running through a VPN at the moment, so we'll see.
The government can get through those. I think you're fucked.
Yeah, they sold all your shit. You're fucked.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah, totally.
Let's be honest, I did it so I could watch Doctor Who.
Did you see the Cards Against Humanity guy? What do you do with that? He pledged that if they pass that law, that he will pay for the internet browsing history of all these senators.
Which sounds great, and it's great PR for him,
Yeah.
but that's not how any of this works.
No?
Yeah,
What
that's
is
how
it
none of
then?
this works. No one cares really at the end of the day.
It's going to be anonymized. You're not supposed to be able to tell at like a good level who's who.
Then what the fuck's the
They're
point
not going
of
to
it?
send you like Harry's personal history.
Oh, so why are we so
And everyone
opposed to
knows
it then?
Corey's looking up necrophilia stuff, so
Right.
it's out and open.
They all listen to this podcast.
If it's all anonymous, why do we care?
You can see it in his eyes.
Well, you can de-anonymize through various means, but it's
you-
very roundabout. Like, they did the AOL hack, and they
Mm-hmm.
released... Well, they didn't. It was released by somebody.
Who's using AOL?
And, like, Old people. But based on people's searches, you could figure out some people. Not all of them. I mean,
that was...
just some people you could identify.
What was it, in the early 90s, they released that file of everybody's searches from AOL, and they were able to figure out who most people were because people, I don't know, AOL themselves back in the day because Google wasn't around.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a big...
That makes
That's a
sense.
good point.
The big thing, the joke / conspiracy that came out of it was there was user number, like, I don't remember what the number is, we'll say 167, who they figured out who he was, and it was very important because he was one of the first internet pedophiles they were able to catch.
Shit.
Because all of his searches that he thought was anonymous was about trying to find pictures of children. And
that's-
then he also Googled himself.
Okay.
I was incognito. How did they know?
Right.
It specifically states when you go incognito that your internet providers can still get that information.
Yeah, it gives you a warning.
It
It's like,
literally
oh,
says, like,
just-
don't be doing
just
dumb
don't.
shit.
Don't go to alqaeda.com and start planning. It's
I kind of want to go to that now. Now I'm actually curious if that exists.
alqaeda.com.
Yeah.
Might.
I just hope it's a video of that SNL skit.
Shouldn't it be
Girls going
.org?
into ISIS.
I think it should be .org.
Dot
.mil.
Dot gov.
Right?
.mil.
gov.
If it's not taken, I'm going to take it.
That's, you might as well monetize all the dots on that.
I'm looking for this. I'm looking for this right now.
Oh god, we're
glad
on
he's
so
looking
many
for
watch
it.
lists. This episode now is going to have fucking random ass. Anytime we mention random shit like terrorists or anything, we have downloads from like random countries like Japan or Turkey or like.
It goes to Realtor.com. It forwards you to Realtor.com.
What?
That's very odd.
That is very weird.
Not what I would have expected.
Instead of joining Al Qaeda, why not buy a house?
I like to believe that's just some asshole at a different organization bought it and pointed it towards his competition.
I bet some company just buys common words that don't have domains and then redirect them to Realtor.com or wherever.
You would
Wherever
think
they
it
have.
would be
I
related,
bet
though.
that-
Yeah, that's not even like close to related.
Yeah, well, I bet it's just random. If there is a frequently used term on the internet, but it does not have a domain, it gets purchased, and then whoever pays this company to send traffic their way, they're just going to redirect it to that site.
What about
That's my guess.
terrorist.com?
What is it?
Terrorist.com.
Terrorist.com. If this goes to Realtor.com, I'm getting suspicious.
I can't believe you're actually Googling this.
That's just like those bullshit sites that has ads generated, so it's ads for crimes, criminal background checks,
Okay.
terrorists. So
How to find your
definitely
local
just trying
terrorist?
to, harvest some ad
There are
revenue.
single terrorists in your area.
It's like the
Got me.
pedophilia
That
app.
idea, like what's the
Burka
Tinder or Grindr, but for terrorists.
Right.
Would that just be Bomber?
Bomber.
So we need to make that app for necrophilia, though. You know, you can get like the app that shows all the people convicted of pedophilia or sexual crimes in your area. We need that for necrophilia.
I was gonna say for necrophilia, what's the corpse supposed to swipe right?
Yeah.
No, but you kind of want to know if you're living next to a necrophiliac, right?
I'm pretty sure those are folded into the rest of the sex crimes.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think this is like an epidemic either.
is
I mean,
necrophilia-
probably they exist, but they're not like all over the place.
Actually, now I'm curious of how many necrophilia cases there are a year.
I don't think that.
I mean, who are they gonna tell?
You really do have to be caught in the act, right?
All right. Yeah. This is
I'm-
caught red-handed.
Hold on, I have to look up how many necrophilia cases there are a year here. God damn it, we got a necrophilia this quickly.
Yeah, it's
It was you,
This
dude. This was
podcast is becoming a necrophilia-based podcast. At least we found like our niche. You know?
Yeah. You gotta stand out.
I did not want this to be our niche.
That is so weird.
We'll
Get
figure
those clicks.
this out and then we'll move on.
Okay, yeah.
Gotta get those clicks.
Can somebody else look it up? My internet's being a bitch right now.
No.
I'm not putting more
Do not
necrophilia
use
stuff
your
I
on
don't
my...
have Okita.com on here. What am I looking up?
Oh, hold on, wait. It started to
Cases
come
of
up.
necrophilia.
How many cases of necrophilia are there each year? I did not get a sufficient reply for that.
Just ask Sierra.
How illegal is it?
We discussed this.
Oh, we did? Did I miss out? Damn.
Yeah.
It was the first podcast I was on.
It was a
in while.
felony, wasn't it?
And it was, the main law is abuse of a corpse.
Right.
So they say since 1958, and then they some guys wrote a book in 1989 reviewing 122 cases.
Damn.
So about 122 over like 30 years.
Okay, so it's not that frequent.
Yeah. Not so much we need a registry.
But it also could be the fact that it's just so not caught when it's happening.
Like I said, really
True.
Yeah. Stuff
All right,
You Should
new
Know
topic.
does have an article, Why Necrophilia is So Hard to Prosecute. So it could also be that problem.
You have to catch them dead to rights.
Shut the fuck up. You son of a bitch.
Would that be
And I was
bad
just
handling?
going to say, maybe the corpse was dressed in a way that it was asking for.
It's just laying there all naked.
If you,
Oh my God.
who do you blame? Do you blame the corpse or the mortician? Because the mortician dressed him, you know.
Both. Both are to blame.
That's a good point.
It's a
Well, so
50-50
the mortician's
prosecution.
like a pimp in this scenario.
Right.
It's like slapping
That
it.
is,
Bitch, get out there and make me some money.
That's a knee slapper.
No wheelchair.
That is a seedy underbelly. For sure. Mortician pimps.
It's way too morbid.
All
I
right.
have a good topic.
So jumping from necrophilia.
What's your topic, Harry?
My topic, Corey mentioned Doctor Who.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Doctor Who.
What?
So I was
I could
right,
not
and
make
yeah,
it
no,
through
this is the point I want to bring up is that there are cult shows that people fucking love.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones. It's not really a cult show, but you know what I mean.
Game of Thrones
Super
is terrible.
popular show that people fucking love, and there are people like me who just cannot get into those shows and fucking hate them.
It's
And
part of
resent
the-
people who like.
It's part of the definition of a cult show, though, right? It's like a certain group of
Yeah.
people absolutely love the show,
Well,
and not a lot of people like it.
I don't like Game of Thrones. I don't dig
Whoa,
it.
whoa,
I
whoa,
don't-
whoa. Game of Thrones?
This is exactly
it's-
my point.
What the
when I
fuck?
say things like, I don't like Game of Thrones, like, what the fuck? Did you
I
just
get
slap the
Doctor Who,
Pope with
but
your
I didn't
dick in the
think
Harry,
Doctor
yeah.
Who was that good.
Doctor
Game
Who,
of Thrones,
yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't like that. I would have expected you to like it.
Or
I hate it.
Same
Doctor
thing.
Who.
I love Doctor Who, but I can understand people not liking it. But Game of Thrones, I'm dumbfounded
Yeah.
if somebody doesn't like it.
Game of Thrones,
Walking
anyone
Dead?
intelligent doesn't like Game of Thrones because it's very
Walking
well-paced,
Dead, meh.
great plot, great dialogue.
Porn.
Lazy writing.
Sorry about it, just can't get into it.
Did you just say
Game of Thrones-
has
Wait,
lazy
lazy
writing?
writing?
How dare
Lazy
you?
writing. He writes himself into a corner and then kills off half of his cast because he can't.
I
get himself
disagree with
out
that
of the corner.
wholeheartedly.
I don't think that's it at all. I
Yeah.
think it's just supposed to show
It's close to history.
It's more realistic.
that there's no real plot lines. Like real life is just shit. One thing happening after another. There's no real hero in real
I
life.
I'm
don't-
sorry, your whole
Yeah.
family died, including your
Yeah.
unborn kid.
That was the point of the Robb Stark dying. The one hero that, like, in a normal fantasy novel, you would have thought he would be that great hero that came back, and he's like, the real world isn't like that.
Exactly.
It doesn't.
I don't
know,
read
like-
fantasy books to get real world depression.
But that's the point of Game of Thrones, is to have a real world
Yeah.
sense with magic sprinkled on top of it.
Yeah, I think it's a rejection of the common fantasy tropes.
Exactly.
I understand all that. Like, I get why
is
people
great.
like it. I just don't personally like it.
Actually,
What do you not like about it?
I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. It's one of those things where, especially with TV, you gotta hook me. It didn't hook
Yeah.
me.
Okay, whoa. The first episode ended with a little kid being shoved off a balcony after seeing a brother and sister
No,
fucking.
not balcony. It's
Right?
house.
what did it hook you
How
there?
did you go? You know what?
I mean,
I won't go to the next episode. You didn't want to see what happened after that?
No, the
I-
kid
I
probably
didn't
died,
really.
and they continue screwing. End of the
I
story.
just really didn't.
Yeah,
I
you
thought
lost
that
me
was-
there.
And then what
This is
happened
one of those
to me?
mysteries.
You know, that's kind of similar, though, with you're talking about being realistic and the characters being able to die no matter how important they are. That's the same thing with The Walking Dead, the problem I had with the show. In the comic book, like, one of the main bad guys was killed, like, immediately. Because it was supposed to show that, like, you know, it doesn't matter who you are in this world, you can die. And then the TV show took that character, whatever that main bad guy is, the other cop that was sleeping with the wife, just kept on going and kept on living forever in the series.
Yeah, but that's TV.
Yeah, they ruined that part. They ruined the whole point of The Walking Dead. Is like, it doesn't matter who you are, you can die at any time.
Yeah.
And it was the kid that shot him too.
There's this weird talking about just. Let's not get into the specifics of the show necessarily, but talking on the concept of a super popular show like Game of Thrones, and I say I don't like it, and you guys flip your shit when I said I didn't like it.
Yeah.
So it puts me in a weird spot, not to say like I'm a victim here, but it's a weird spot where I almost don't like it in spite of you, even though I don't really want to look at it that way, but it's almost like I don't want to be a sheep, not to sound, angsty or anything, but
I think you're a
almost feel
contrarian
pressured
in that way.
Right. I don't want to feel like a contrarian, but I am kind of,
Yeah.
you know, there's this weird thing. It's like, just like it, man. Just do it.
Like you feel
And I
like
don't
the
wanna
peer
like it.
pressure to actually be like, yeah, it's great.
Right.
I like that one king guy that people hate. Yeah, isn't he a douche?
Right.
That's kind of like how I feel about sports. Is everybody loves it. So like, if they have a conversation about it, it's just like I have to go along with it instead of saying I really don't give a fuck.
Right.
See, that's what I do. I work in an office full of nerds that for some reason love sports, and they're like, oh, did you see that Cubs game? Yeah,
I love sports.
They're like, oh, did you see the Cubs last night? I'm like, was it hockey? No, I don't give a fuck. Like,
see, why the fuck do you?
Yeah,
like
hockey's boring.
That's a fringe sport.
See, I go to a lot of hockey games. I get tickets free from a coworker, so we go a lot, and it's a lot of fun to be there. I don't watch it on TV.
Hockey live is
Well,
entertaining.
that's because hockey is unwatchable on TV, but it's
Yeah.
fun live.
We go to
like baseball.
Monsters games all
Yep.
the time up in Cleveland, and it's great.
I didn't even know there was a team called the Monsters. I only know the Monsters from Space Jam.
Wait, are you ready for this? I work at a pizza place, and the Blue Jackets are a supporter for them. I was not aware, even though living in Columbus for 2 years, I did not know the Blue Jackets were actually an NHL team. I thought it was like a college level thing.
No, they're
They're a real team.
That's how much
They
I
were
knew
ranked
about them.
fourth before they went in and lost 2 games in the playoffs. Nobody cares. I go to live games up in Cleveland all the time, and I love it. Like last night, or we went Friday night. So yeah, last night, and one of the biggest fights of the year happened, and 2 players and a
Sweet.
coach got ejected from the game.
Yeah, so I just need highlights for games. That's all I need.
Oh, there's a hockeyfights.com is amazing because it's literally they do like fight cards.
Is there a
between-
subreddit
each game.
for it?
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Is there a Discourse that I can join to talk to people about it? So, back to my point. Has anyone seen the new Mystery Science Theater?
I have not. I just saw it
I
came
have
out,
not.
though.
If you like Mystery Science Theater, it is basically just more Mystery Science Theater.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's literally just the same show, just with new people,
Fuck yeah.
and that just
Are
works.
there different robots and stuff, or just a different main guy?
Same robots, different voices.
Oh, that's kind of weird, but, I mean, it's just people talking shit about a movie, so...
Yeah, and there's the little quirky skits in between.
Well, did you ever listen to a Rifftracks?
No.
So that's like the original people. It's not
Yeah,
like the
I
robots
know
or
what it is.
anything.
It's not-
But you can get it for like mainstream movies, and I think that's pretty fun because you get like Twilight Rifftracks.
Yeah.
And see, before they announced Mystery Science Theater 3000, there's another channel. The guys that did Red vs. Blue have one now where they watch horrible, shitty movies, and it's not just science. They're mostly horror movies, and do the same thing. They sit on a couch, drink, and watch these terrible, not even B movies. And then Mystery Science Theater came back.
I think it was a great format, but Mystery Science Theater definitely had that format down.
Yeah.
So
that
it'd
was,
be
like,
hard.
back in the
Yeah.
80s.
And there is a /hockey fights on Reddit.
Yes. Is it our hockey fights?
Yeah.
Maybe that should be one of our discourses, is just watching a shitty movie and just trashing it.
Have our own personal Rifftracks? I'd be down for that. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be fun to do in person.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
could
that's
do,
true.
That would be hard to sync up.
We could do like a Confury.
Back
Yeah, that's golden. That's too good to make fun of.
No, it's so much.
Yeah. How
to
dare
make fun
you?
of, though.
See, back in the day.
Also, you can't make fun of
Xbox
something
had-
that's purposely bad.
Right.
Yeah.
The Xbox
You
had.
make fun of people that didn't intend for it to be bad. They actually tried their hardest. Just dog shit, like Twilight.
Then wouldn't that be a compliment to them?
No, because we're making fun of
Dog
it, saying
shit,
it's
that's why
dog
we-
shit.
No. Like, no. Yeah. Say a movie was intentionally made bad, right? By talking about how bad it is, when that actually is a compliment for how much they achieved.
There are
overthinking
people who try to do that, like, hey, look, our movie's so bad that it's actually good. But if you can tell when they try to do that, and it just ends up being bad.
Yeah, then it's inauthentic.
No, not always.
Yeah, whatever.
Not always. Zombievers is a great film.
What?
But I've seen that movie. It's not trying to be so bad that it's good. Like, it is a bad movie, of course, but they're very aware that it's a bad movie. Like, it's tongue-in-cheek.
Okay,
more
I'll
so.
give you that. I see what you're
Right,
saying.
it's more tongue-in-cheek than it is, hey, look at us, blah, blah, blah.
True. They actually had some twists and turns in that movie too.
Yeah, there's a fine line. It's hard to get that magic, so bad it's good kind of thing going.
True.
Because
are the
have
Sharknadoes
to,
good?
You have to be charming.
Is anybody?
No.
Yeah, you
Sharknadoes
can't just like
are
go
hard.
into your bathroom and shoot an hour and a half of shit, like literal shit, and be like, "It's so
Yeah.
bad, it's good." It's like
that's good
No,
That's like-
no, that's not
Some
the kind
Andy
of bad
Warhol
it's
shit.
Andy Warhol. If you did have film of Andy Warhol shit, it probably would be worth something though.
Yeah, I'm sure it would. No, the Sharknado movies are garbage. I
Okay,
hate them.
just literally garbage though.
Yeah, that's like hot, that's what I call a Hot Topic movie, where the entire point of the movie was to sell T-shirts at a Hot Topic or something. Just to get people like, hey,
I get
look,
ya.
Sharknado.
Yeah,
It's
I
gotten
got
to the
this.
point they're crowdsourcing the name for 5. Like they put it up to where they're asking people what they should name it, and they're going to
That's
let you
just
vote on it.
asking for
Oh my God.
Sharknado. Hitler did nothing wrong.
Right.
Going with local
Shark-
or going with,
Sharknado-y McSharknado face
yeah,
or
I was
something.
gonna say, going with local trends of naming things. It'll be
Yeah.
something McSomething face.
That's what it should be. Sharknado, Bodie McBoatface. They have a fucking battle. Bodie McBoatface and Sharknado.
But when you find those movies that are so bad they're good, they have to be charming. Like, the director wasn't intentionally trying to make a bad movie. Like, he was trying his
Yeah.
best to make a good movie, but whether it be budget or whether it just be biting off more than you can chew kind of thing, you get your stuff like Samurai Cop, which is an amazingly bad movie.
Samurai Cop. Wait,
Yeah.
let's
Something with a name like Samurai
slow
Cop
down.
turned out to be a
I need to
bad
write
movie.
that.
Well, you take a foreign director who has not as much money as he thinks he has, and he's just trying to make what he sees in Hollywood in his backyard, and that's the kind of
It
stuff.
sounds amazing. Honestly,
right. It's charming. The dialogue's very poor because he's not English, like it's not his first language. So, and no one edited it.
That's even
No one-
better.
There's no like
one
cuts.
read the script, or they probably shot it in like a week.
Is it like where the cuts in between cuts are actually him like turning off the camera and turning it back on? Like that's
No,
had
no,
to
no,
film
it's
in
not
order.
like- it's not like high school. Man. It's not like the movies we used to make.
Okay.
What are you talking about? Those were great.
Right. It's made like a movie.
Okay.
It's just,
Just
little
awful.
little ambitious for what he had.
Gotcha.
They made a sequel to it.
Yeah, they made.
There's a Samurai Cop 2?
Yo.
Yeah, the guy went back to his backyard and just turned the camera on. It's not like he had to go get a bunch of money.
The tagline is, they thought he was dead. He was just cooling off. So cooling doesn't have a G. It's
I
cooling
think that tells
apostrophe.
me all I need to know about the whole series. Just that tagline. I've got the movie figured out.
Yeah, right. It sounds like something that Jean-Claude Van Damme should have been in.
I'm surprised he's not the star of it, honestly.
They don't have Van Damme money.
Wait, have you guys actually seen JCVD? That's actually a really good movie.
Yeah, Van Damme's washed up, but he still gets paid.
Yeah,
I've heard good things about it. I haven't watched it.
it's actually pretty good. He actually acts a little bit in it.
When is the new... Isn't there another season of Sense8 coming out?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Did it not? I think they had like a random episode come out, didn't they?
They had a Christmas special.
Yeah,
I never saw
which is
it.
fucking random.
Very special Christmas Sense8.
That was a really good show, or is a really good show.
Friday, May 5th is when it comes out.
Oh,
When
so
you
it's
have... That's where the Wachowskis can roam free with their craziness.
yeah.
They have too much shit to compact into a movie. That's how you get Cloud Atlas or Jupiter Ascending. It's like there's too much going on. But when you put it over a miniseries like that,
Yep.
you can let the crazy flow a little better.
Netflix is allowing all artists to do that. They're letting them actually have kind of free reign on their artwork, finally.
Cloud Atlas is a good movie.
Cloud Atlas
Yeah,
is
Get outta
great.
here.
It was fairly good.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
It wasn't great. Let's calm
Yeah,
down.
I think it was.
I
thought it was pretty good.
I was gonna say it was good. It wasn't. And
It was okay.
I'm looking at the
Passable.
I'm with Harry
Wachowski
on
movies
this.
here.
It was pretty good. Better than most movies, but not like great.
If it's better than most movies, I would put it
Most
in a
movies I
great
think are
category.
shit. All right.
No.
I think
Most
popular
movies,
movies are
yeah.
mostly
Okay.
Yeah, most movies are dog shit.
crap. Yeah.
Most movies are Hollywood paychecks.
That's true.
Yep.
100%.
Like the Fast and Furious 8.
Oh my
Hey.
god.
8.
Paul Walker is sacred.
But he's also dead, so now they're no
Has
longer good.
anyone here watched more than the first one? I've only seen number one.
Oh, I've seen.
I
them
saw
all.
2.
Oh, Jesus
I've seen
Christ.
a couple of them.
All of them?
Ride or Die.
I'll sit around
Yeah,
and start
watch the
drinking
first
and
one,
decide
third
to watch
one.
them all.
Okay.
Don't make
When you're
excuses.
to your brain,
Own up
I
to
can
it.
see why-
Man up.
Alright. No,
There's no
You're a
shame in
fan.
liking Fast and the
now
Furious.
listen.
No, there
the
is.
greatest scene. The greatest scene in modern cinema is in Fast 7, when The Rock is in the hospital with his smashed up arm, supposedly, and it's in this big cast, and he hears gunfire going on in his city, and he's like, "Oh no!" So he stands up and he's in like a gown, and he flexes out of the cast with his kids sitting there, and just
Dude, that's awesome.
the next time you see him, he's holding a fucking Gatling gun off the side of a chopper, shooting at cars.
Did they become
That's-
superheroes? Is
I
Marvel
was like,
writing
actually
these?
holding a
That's
Gatling gun in 10 minutes or less.
Something like when I was in high school, I was like super film snobbish. It's like, oh, if it's not like Citizen Kane or Casablanca, I didn't want to talk about it. Like we all go kind of through those phases.
Yeah.
Like as I get older, I've accepted action porn movies. Like okay, it's okay just to have dumb, lowbrow shit from time to time.
I agree.
As long as it's well made,
Or-
and as long as it's not a blatant like. I understand that Hollywood movies are to get people paid, but you can't make it so blatant.
Yeah.
Transformers.
But see, that's...
If you make it fun, like Fast and the Furious, those are at least fun movies.
I think those are to the
Kind of
point, though,
little-
where they're like Transformers, where they're just making money off of the name.
Maybe they are. I haven't seen them recently.
They're bad, and they went back in time and like retconned a whole bunch of stuff in the last two movies.
They went back in time?
Travel. I don't think he means time.
What the fuck
No,
did
like-
you just say?
Like
They go so
They-
fast, they drive.
they didn't. No, that would be great. They didn't put the movies out in the order that they should show up in the timeline. So like
They're not chronological.
3 comes after 8 or 7, and then 3 leads into 8. It's really fucking weird.
Oh, okay. I really thought you meant time travel happened in
No, no,
Fast
no,
and
no.
Furious. I was like, holy
I
shit,
wouldn't-
which one?
I wouldn't put it past them though.
That's going to happen in 8.
What's the
They go
name
88
of
miles per hour.
The Schwarzenegger movie or the Stallone movie that has all the action
Yeah.
heroes
What
in
is
it.
that?
All the what?
All the action,
all the action
stars in it?
heroes.
Oh, the Expendables.
Expendable.
yeah.
First one was
That's
good.
Yeah,
I've seen
that
those
one.
yet.
That one is on the border for me because nostalgia kind of takes over, and you're like, "Oh my god, look at all these people I grew up with."
Yeah.
You really want to see it, but then you're like, "Oh, this is just to get washed up stars some more
Yeah.
money." Isn't
And it's like, oh, if I went back and watched some of those, I'd be like, yeah, I was kind of like 12 when I liked these.
Right.
Hey, I can watch Commando to this day.
The first one.
But you're liking it on a different level than when you were 12 and you were authentically enthusiastic.
Sure.
I really liked the first one for the nostalgia, and it's awesome. And then the second one, they
Exactly.
just kept adding
It was the same
washed-up
movie
actors. Yeah.
remade.
So,
Right. It's to get washed up stars money.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
all it's for.
That's what
I
I
can't
think. The
imagine
first
who
one
they
was
added in
the
the third
attempt of a good movie.
I'm pretty sure all those like 80s action movies were all the same movie, boiled down to
Yeah,
the
they
same
were-
elements. He's gonna say a witty line
were
and then
formulaic.
kill somebody. It's
Here's the thing
you
about
know?
those. Those are called vehicle movies. Those are just movies for
Yeah.
you have a star and it's just a vehicle for him to make a movie. Like Commando. It's when they're at the height of their prime. But the thing is that's weird is that they'll scoop up these scripts that are meant to be like good stories, and then they'll put the action stars in them. Like it just got remade. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Shit, get your ass to Mars. What the fuck movie is that?
Total Recall.
Total Recall.
Total Recall. Yeah, Total Recall wasn't written with Arnold Schwarzenegger in mind. That was supposed to be like a sci-fi thriller, and they're like, fuck it, it's an Arnie movie now.
I can see that
Or
happening.
Demolition Man. Like that's
Dude, I love
great
Demolition
movie,
Man.
That's a Sylvester Stallone vehicle movie, but the script isn't. Like if you look at the script, that movie is great because of its world building. Like if you want to look at world building and how to like establish a world, watch that movie. Cause
Yeah, it actually had a pretty good,
Yeah,
just
I like that
ridiculous
movie.
in ways, but it was
Yeah.
funny. All
Yeah, they were really
restaurants
good.
are
There was
Taco
actually-
Bell now.
Yeah, like that was funny back then, and now today you realize, like, oh my god, the product placement is like so unsubtle. Like that is the most unsubtle way to do product placement. But it had really good jokes, like whenever someone cursed, the little thing stood out. Like there were times when he would be cursing, and then you hear in the background the ticket ringing out. Like even though they don't acknowledge it, it's still the running joke.
I love that.
And you
I love
can
that
still just
movie.
reference the three
The seashell.
That's true, yeah.
Like, it's constantly.
That's
just,
true.
If anyone has seen that movie, they're gonna know what the fuck you're talking about. But if anyone hasn't, they'll just give you a weird look. Like what?
Well, and beyond that, if you look at the star power that is actually in that movie, they weren't famous when it came out, but nearly everybody in that movie has gone on to be a better star.
And Demolition
Rob
Man.
Snyder.
Yeah, wait.
Right.
Yeah, Stallone was
Stallone was a
huge.
star.
Hold on.
He was in Rocky.
Sandra Bullock,
yes.
Her
Dennis
her partner-
Rodman was huge.
Yeah, she wasn't in Speed at that time yet, was she? That was her big breakout.
Well, she was
might
in
be right
Net.
about Bullock.
What?
Oh, that was a
Fucking nobody
That
watched the
wasn't,
net.
that wasn't her breakout. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a
Speed
movie.
was totally
I don't
the
know.
big breakout.
Her partner in that movie was on Law and Order for like a decade.
Yeah, that guy, I forget his name. I know he was on.
Yeah, the Latin guy.
I want to say Jimmy Smits, but that would be
Right.
racist because that's the only Latino actor I can think of.
Dennis Leary was in that movie.
I hated that. Like,
Oh yeah,
as a
he was
kid,
in that. I remember
as a
that.
kid, it was funny. It's like, oh, look at this asshole talking. But now, when
I don't
you watch
remember
it, you're
him,
like,
man.
why is Dennis Leary
Right.
just doing stand up? It's just a stand up.
I don't remember him in there at all.
I like to believe he
Yeah,
was.
the point is that it's weird for that movie to be a vehicle movie for Sylvester Stallone, but I guarantee you, if it was just a movie, an indie movie that was made with that script without Sylvester Stallone, we wouldn't
Yeah.
be talking about it now.
Right.
So it's
That's
that.
true.
But
it's
if
that
we
devil.
did,
I don't
watch
know, it could have
today
been a
as
cult
adults,
classic.
we might enjoy it more on a different way, in a different way.
Maybe, but also maybe we would have never heard of it. A good example of a modern version of that would be 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah,
Fantastic movie.
I love that movie.
yeah, that's
Stupid
an awesome
as
movie.
fuck ending, but we're not going to get into that.
Yeah,
But that movie, I guarantee none of us would have seen it if it didn't have Cloverfield in the name. Guarantee you none of us would have seen
I don't
it.
know.
In my
We both
defense,
seek out.
I've never
movies.
seen
I
the
watched
first
it.
Cloverfield.
Yeah, I don't know. We've watched some weird movies that, like, if you
Yeah.
go and just get recommendations from other people or look online for people like you, you can find weird
Yeah.
movies.
Oh, I
We're
Have you
into
watched The
movies
Lobster
enough where
yet,
we
Zach?
would. The what? What was
Lobster,
that?
the one Chloe
I downloaded
recommended
it.
on
I haven't
last-
watched it yet. It's in my queue.
See, like, that's not a vehicle movie for Colin Farrell. No one else is going to watch that, all right? It's a weird ass
It's a great movie.
Yeah, we're all
I
into
only call
movies, so we
Farrell's
will watch those
vehicle
offshoot
status,
movies
though.
like that if they have any kind of good IMDb rating.
Someone's breaking up.
Yeah, I get some
Sluggers.
breaking up too. That's fine.
You need to get.
I think
yourself
we all
a
are.
Slugger.
It doesn't matter though, because if we're
You're a
breaking up,
robot.
my audio will work. Blah.
Yeah, but now you have to cut out all the shit about us talking about you breaking up.
Yeah, now we're a bunch.
You
of
guys are
retards.
breaking up a little bit too, so it must be my internet connection.
Yeah, you're a robot. Beep boop beep
Beep,
boop.
boop.
I would
Beep,
like
boop,
some of
boop,
the
boop.
great, like, Academy Award-winning movies to be remade into a vehicle movie for, like, the dumbest stars.
Absolutely.
Like, I want, what's the King's Speech? That should be, like, remade into a vehicle movie for The Rock.
Yeah, the King's Speech.
It's his breakout role.
Oh god, that's funny.
No, that was supposed to be Southland Tales.
Oh god.
Oh, God, that was such a pile of shit. I
He
had
tried
such-
so hard in that movie.
I had such
Oh, man.
amazingly high hopes after Donnie Darko that was going to be...
Yeah.
And I was
tried
like,
so
oh my God,
hard.
what happened to that director in the medium term? Like, he made Donnie Darko,
Yeah.
flawed somewhat, but still really good. And then
The-
that just steaming pile of shit. It was just... I couldn't get past 40 minutes, and I'm like, what?
Oh, you
That
missed the
movie
best
was really
line, though.
bad.
I wanted to try to like it.
Really bad.
The Rock says one of my favorite lines ever, and he delivers it in perfect Rock style. And they're talking about how they thought he killed himself. And this is at the end when, I don't want to give too much away, but he gets his memory back.
We don't care.
And
I'm never going to watch it.
so he goes back to being this cocky asshole, and they're talking about him killing himself. He goes, I wouldn't kill myself. I'm a pimp, and pimps don't kill themselves. And the way he delivers that line, I'm just like, I don't care how shitty the rest of this was. It was great to hear The Rock say that.
But it's still
Crack
an
my
awful
shit up.
movie. Still an awful movie.
Oh, it was still a terrible movie.
No.
Yeah, it was bad.
It's pure dog shit. He tried to actually like redo the idea of Donnie Darko and just made it
Beep, boop,
complete
beep, boop,
shit.
Ones and zeros. We seriously can't hear you, man.
Is it that bad? Hold on, I'll restart then and join the call.
Yeah, it's that bad.
All right, while he's gone, talk shit about him.
All right. So why do you hate
Slug
Zach?
yourself.
Let's make that the part of this discourse. He's going to have to edit this shit.
Yeah. Fuck you, Zach, you asshole.
What a douche.
Piece of shit. Motherfucker.
Which one of us has to
Yeah.
answer the
Oh,
call
yeah,
for
we
it?
got to actually re-invite him, don't we?
Oh, there he is.
Am I still a robot?
No,
Yeah,
you're a
you're
lot
better.
better.
No, that sounds better.
I mean, you have laptop quality sound, but at least we can hear it.
I heard you say talk shit about him while he's gone, but you realize I'm getting
Oh, there
all
goes.
of
God
this.
damn it. Stop paying your ISP. What the hell? What, do you got the cheapest plan?
You live in the biggest city in the state. How do you not have fiber at this point?
Do you have a fucking...
I
fan
actually
on the
just
train
upgraded
connect your
it.
fucking laptop or what?
What was that?
We'll go back.
Yeah, that wasn't
Yeah,
enough.
go back. Turn back. It's not, all hope is lost this way.
I just need a better
Oh, God.
computer. Oh no, I'm a robot
Sounds
again.
like killing a robot.
Fuck.
Was this Ex Machina? Let's make that a vehicle.
Alright, so here's a question. If you could make a movie, like, and any star you could get, what movie would you make as a vehicle for whom?
Well, who's the most underrated actor?
Like a
of all
remake?
Underrated?
time? Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph
Oh.
Well, that's Dolph Lundgren, so...
Oh, but he already has a
Shut
compelling
up.
crime movie lined up for him.
Right. So let's see. Like,
Are you
am I
talking
taking
about a
an
remake
existing
movie? Yeah.
No, just anything. You could remake a movie.
I think remaking a movie would be funnier.
Yeah.
Let's remake Citizen Kane.
with Willem Dafoe.
No, that's an actual good actor. He'd be good in that.
Yeah, he'd pull that off.
Oh yeah, he'd pull it off. Citizen Kane with Rodney Dangerfield.
I like it.
I think
no
that'd be
respect.
pretty good.
Yeah, it somewhat fits Citizen Kane's character.
That actually does
It's not too
fit.
far of a stretch, but,
But it's just
it would be
a less
completely
classy
different.
Yeah.
Citizen Kane.
Right.
Much less classy.
Rosebud.
I got one if you can understand my computer talk.
Okay.
The Matrix with The Rock.
Matrix with The Rock. That would be horrible.
Yeah,
Like, no, I
but
mean,
it's just a vehicle
Your
for The
suggestion, I
Rock.
get it, but
That's
well,
the whole
it
point.
almost was a Will Smith vehicle.
Yeah, that's true.
Will Smith turned down the role, and that was like his biggest regret.
That would've
Wasn't
been
his
awful.
wife in the second one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
When was she in the second one?
she was
She
the
was
pilot.
one of the other boat captains.
Boat.
You heard me.
One of the
And when they were out on
boats.
the seas trying to find Moby Dick. Didn't you watch the second one?
This is my boat, the Nebuchadnezzar.
One of the
I'm
other
gonna be
boat
honest.
captains.
I'm gonna be honest. I block out the second and third one as much as possible.
That's
Yeah.
fucking. Watch it dezionized.
Yeah, design.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's the only way to watch it anymore. Corey, what's your remake or your vehicle?
I want to say another Wachowski brothers movie. Actually, I want to see a more hilarious take on Speed Racer, with I don't even know.
Dave Chappelle.
Pull a Wachowski. Well, that'd be awesome. I was gonna say pull a Wachowski.
Wait. Speed Racer was already a vehicle movie.
For who?
Ooh, there's fucking cars in it. Come on.
Oh
people.
God, shut up!
Jeez. Cars.
I get your
Speed
pun.
Racer.
I get your pun.
Vehicle
Shut the
movie.
front door.
Thank you.
Shut the front door.
Chloe, do
Thank
you
you
have a
so
vehicle movie?
Titanic.
Titanic's with
I love the choice of movie.
McGowan.
It
Was-
is National Titanic Remembrance.
That's true.
Sandra Bullock
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock. She'd be
and
okay in that.
and Shia LaBeouf.
The beef.
He's too
That
busy
is such
being
a
an
great
artist
pick.
to be an actor.
I don't think this is making as much money as the first one.
That'll be interesting.
Nothing seeks a movie faster than
No,
the beef.
rather than Sandra Bullock, it's Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep. Hey, she's good in anything.
Yeah,
Yes.
but at her current age, and she's still playing.
She could be Batman.
Yeah,
That would be
so
the best.
I would pay to
Shia
see that.
LaBeouf has a milfy thing going on. it's a different movie.
Oh my
Has,
god.
has to play on a different perspective. Very indie and edgy.
He's like sitting there dying on the thing in the water, trying to save her, and she's like, "But I've only got like 10 years left at best."
I want Reservoir
Dead.
Dogs
Ooh.
starring the Golden Girls.
That'd be awesome. See B. Arthur.
I like that.
Oh
I
my
want, I
god.
want Blanche. I want all of them.
You know what? I don't want like any rewrites. The exact same people
Right,
say the
the
same
exact-
lines and deliver them as straight faced as possible.
Who's the
Like, Madonna's
psychopathic
dick coming
killer?
out of one ear, and Charlie Chan, I don't fucking know who that's the other. Yeah, wouldn't you want to hear fucking B. Arthur say that?
I like it.
What a fucking movie.
Could go pick a Tarantino movie and insert the Lonely Island Boys into it.
No, that'd be fucking gross. I hate those guys.
I like them.
Lonely Island guys? Those are the dudes that do the song?
Yeah.
You only hate. I bet you only hate them because a friend of ours plays their songs all the goddamn time.
Yeah, I wouldn't be joshing you if I told you otherwise. I'm not
Exactly.
saying names.
You mean
I
you're not
think
tired
that's
of
the
Little
half the
Dicky
reason.
And
Yeah, if you heard those songs over and over again, I mean, it's like
It's a
second or
gag
third
film.
time they're funny.
they're suicide fuel at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
You can only listen to them so much.
Beep, boop, bop.
Got
Sure,
none of that.
I agree.
Yeah, our host needs to get a better fucking internet connection.
I have no idea.
Too much
All right.
people. People.
Internet or alcohol's
I
wearing
think
off
you're-
on me. You want to go and Zach's turning into a robot.
I think
It's a
Zach.
good place to end up.
I think he needs to go down for maintenance and.
Yeah.
It's probably a
Should
good
we
time to
plan
end
to play
anyways.
D&D one time though?
We
Yeah, I'll
should.
look into it. I'll add you on Skype. Do you use Skype often or only for those?
Just this.
Okay, how's the best way to reach you? Like send you the
Email.
links to the books.
Yeah, just email.
What's your email? Well, do I have your phone number? I don't think I do.
Oh, I can give it to you. 419.
Edit this out, Zach.
Yeah, don't let those other 10 people hear my phone number. Many
Nope.
of them probably already have it.
Staying
You'll
in.
get calls from Japan and whatever the fuck else down. Alright,
Staying in.
what was it?
419.
50124.
Corey, are you playing?
All right, quick.
Yeah.
Get this number.
Add me.
What?
Fuck yeah. Send a group text right now to all of us so we have.
Well, I have everyone's number now. I have Nick's, I have Corey, I have Seth.
I actually played D&D tonight before coming on here.
Sweet.
We're out.
The guys I play or work with wanted to start playing, so we've been playing 3.5 with a lot of homebrew.
Somebody else will have to be the host of the Skype call next time.
Yeah, I have 200 down and 20 up. I think
Wow,
I'll
really?
200 down?
Really
Damn.
good. Where do you get that?
He's in
I
Orlando.
don't know why I have 20 megs up, but I do.
What the hell?
Yeah, where the fuck are you? You're in Florida, right?
I'm near Orlando.
That's really
Damn.
good.
That's a good connection.
I've got 30 down and like 8 up, so I'm doing good for my area, but damn.
Yeah, I have the same as
think
Corey,
we have-
except I'm in a better area. That makes
We have
sense.
200
Obviously
down,
not.
but I think it's only like 5 or 10 off. It's not 20.
Oh, why
Yeah,
don't you
5
just
is
do a test?
5 is normal.
Yeah. What's up?
You can do a test.
I forget. Yeah, I can test later.
Yeah,
I
my
think we'll
dog
get with
doesn't go
Harry's.
out, so.
Okay. All right. Next time.
Alright, let's plan on
Alright.
that next time.
All right.
Later.
Later.